Okay, so I missed the job fair. I was supposed to send the registration at 5 p.m. yesterday, but I didn't. So that just frees me up to work on these projects and to add some more things and to revisit some characters that we're accumulating. I have a bad teeth right now. One of them, one of them is very sharp. I tried to sand it off. I think I made it sharper. I just gotta keep sanding it. Eventually it'll be enough. I don't know. Okay. Ooh! It's on the side of the tongue. It was like, oh, what is it? Orgel. I got it. I forgot about you. Okay, there we go. Everything in there. I promised myself could not get full-on teeth fixed until America got fixed. We're in for a bumpy ride. Oh god. Okay. But you know, I want my mouth to best reflect how, you know, how moral we are. I want to reflect a whitewashed tomb. My mouth is like a whitewashed tomb. I'm proud of it. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just letting the wash over me, and I'm going to start with Delerium and the Jobhunting report.
Oh, hello. This is Delight and now.
Wait. You are totally coherent, Delight. You are going to be... Brenda.
Oh, hello. This is Delight and now Delerium, but wasn't still in Delight. Of the endless. So every name I take on, that's what I am. And so it's good that I'm called to right now. Well, I better not become delusioned in some sad future. Speaking of sad futures, I'm here to give you the date Jobhunting report for September 22, 2022. So happy Centenarian's Day. It is beyond the scope of mentioning all of you past 100 birthdays. So I will just cross-reference with my sis and shout out those of you dying today. Tonight, Kylie Minogue, aged 48, in an interview with The Guardian, Kylie says she would love to record new music, but there are a few things stopping her. The fact that everyone else is doing it. Also, it feels like such a big mountain to climb, since her last release was 15 years ago. Well, if we're going to top mountains, it sounds like climbing Mount Everest could be easy compared to writing songs after being off for 3 decades.
Maybe you should let Kylie Minogue record her next album. It's a big mountain, but she's proven herself time and time again, so she's got nothing to lose.
A small quibble. Mountaintops do have forests despite appearances, while sequoias were destroyed when glaciers spread. Though speaking as a bisexual lady-chomping otter who wishes that tabloids had real editors more often instead of running clicks over fake scandals or blurring pup sperm dog pictures before releasing them online, which leads us back to Ms. Minogue. Those words sounded remarkably similar to actual research around life expectancies, making me hope maybe living in 2020 wasn't actually super crazy. If our hypothetical ancient culture believed bathing once every 40 days provided health benefits rather than spreading bacteria, they may be right because it clearly worked, even though those people might then wash again later thinking, hey, only 6 months till they get sick too soon again until their eventual death by dehydration, which reminded me I wanted snacks for tea time earlier tonight at about 5.
Maybe you shouldn't wash your hands so much.
Hundreds some rust, thus let's ignore logic. Hope you'd ever last water will come up tomorrow via solar wells, thereby invalidating everything written so far, which is both totally and also absolutely irrelevant, yet required reading. Otherwise, it doesn't count toward getting older faster, regardless whether those parents worried if children watched long enough. Other parents thought, hey, stop obsessing already. These kids want jobs, they don't want attention. Where'd that conversation start? Probably the guy who liked stuff different. Damn hippies. Oh wait, look, old picture of Justin Bieber made into womanly menace lately, even though he died centuries ago while changing diapers, possibly killing babies simultaneously. Never forget why one does laundry, period, especially double / hair and silk undergarments and shining lizard clothing worn nightly for 7 consecutive nights upon each 7th anniversary date, and apparently baby vibes only matter if the...
Seems like a lot of trouble for a little fun.
Previous Sona wants his dreams reinvigorated, meaning June Black. His a book about politics, how nothing sexier ever gets put anywhere near dime stores except calling dolphins leaping majestically across store shelves next week, assuming those mermen haven't run low on fire water through disingenuousness, pretending innocence, instead asking how can spirits consume booze and reverse self-me mind freak. Ooh, hey, what? Say, Mr. Finger Gun, enter text message, 20 seconds pass, randomly signifying chaos interwoven reality. Read somewhere something someone wrote. The gun sent information quicker between bullets. Hit versus pull trigger tapped into part of your soul, becoming machine parts. This human device supposed to hurt humans, damaging relationships, destroy environment, potentially snagging best friend, causing problems, causing suffering, perpetually further diminishing person. Let's say goodbye, why, farewell, offspring, regret, leaving Earth, first days, colony, bittersweet, letting go. Thoughtful, true, 101 years old. Today's your day. Start recording another great song full of wit and wisdom that'll sound fresh to listeners of any generation, whichever one kills you first. That is, where did this number come from anyway? Somewhere you got lost wandering during daytime hours several times throughout your whole lifetime. Lost probably outside Best Buy because Best Buys all look exactly alike, however should feel anything but boring after gazing hundreds or thousands of television screens, always comparing unfavorably with smaller wallpaper samples and hiding way back behind piles of nooks while pointing iPhones, appending positive adjectives whenever anyone takes notes about price match plus cashbacks, point savings, sales, prices, coupons, rebates, product info, instructions, receipts, handle tips, offer, link, click, unlocks, credits, awarded status, pending, tax exempt. Oh, I digress. Thanks to hyper-stimulus society rendering individuals helpless to think autonomously apart from. Barbara Settlevane, Sr. of the Utah Settlevanes, 111 years old. Wooey. Almost an Hubble. Everyone make sure your glasses aren't fogged when checking today's trivia answer, cause that means you miss this chance forever, losing the privilege of hearing the lore about the Serengeti lions traveling inside Barbara's gilded selfie album. Despite claiming it was an honor to bear young ones under a costume, because unfortunately decided it needed no cuddling, thus keeping their tender memories currently sealed in petri dish testing, thus continuing experimentation, instead opting for maintaining normality, where deviancy must submit to brainwashing forceps, birthing itself onto ego spectators, complete with spotlights playing out nauseous faces, hovering overhead, whispering lies, reassuring a yummy dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-dee-dee, flattering nice teary paw, po-po-pum-pa. You hear that, Margaret Untuition? It is the clumpy hooves of my sister's boots. Legs were reviewed so much happened while we slept, like nobody sleeping, and most importantly, where Mavis ended up hanging out, considering all we've gone through recently. I cannot help noticing none of us younger people really exist out of sight, perhaps both of villainous. Everyone believes their true identity is mysterious, nevertheless given zero empirical evidence of physical bodies aside from claimed coincidences. Bride. piecing random events together for millennial shenanigans like convincing pirates with treasure maps aboard sinking ships, saving folks being murdered to achieve life insurance payouts like countless deaths due entirely to technology circumnavigating truths. And yet now here's Gail Mary Mallory dead, unless dying dead, indefinitely judging by her present position, proving the afterlife exists even after everybody left, having long finished processing, loved ones still clinging fiercely, wanting desperately no tea, being able not coming back, including her saying yes without even trying, suggesting free will. Speaking of free wills, port Monsieur Viola, the ship has sailed. I am sorry. However, we shall build our new arks very quickly, but in a beautiful place, remote beaches, abundant freshwater, fish and lakes as far as the eye can see, funner than sex, stars glittering on its starry bed, big cities nowhere to be found except maybe a bunch of peat potatoes deep within lonely hills, hidden in shadow beneath twinkling suns, circling gently revolving planet amidst magnetic rays, making light refract, easily showing sunsets blue, not yellow occasionally, but still. Or maybe we can move rocks blocking access and declare open season, hunting natives dwelling beneath earth while daring them to shoot back, conveniently eliminating survivors whilst denying responsibility, at the same time securing privacy, property ownership, clings abusers, keep slaves. This shit sounds reasonable by popular consent. God bless global consensus. Hiatus would have been perfect, end of story, but my favorite world ending wasn't big game hunting, thus won't allow happy. And that's all the newly dead. Those of you not dead yet, feel free to cash at me. This is a labor of love, not money. Love, 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 lie me. Because we are a family of love, so please let your love pour forth wherever our collective energies may touch one another through bloodlines, strange social media patterns, and that our genes hold commonalities. Sharing genetic strands, imprints, echoes, whirring wheels, spinning propellers, kicking ass, rolling uphill, begging questions of time, eternal elation, rapturous bliss, pleasure, intoxicating stupor, sometimes taking longer to fade than intended. Well, let's call our elders by a single name. Our parents. Parents are sacred beings who just don't understand what their kids went through growing up, only knew as far as perceived alienation, mimicking hunger, yet experiencing knowing existential doubt, finding endless destruction, eating cotton candy, listening to the pizzas, discovering kale chips, practicing improvised yoga, performing cartwheels, chanting mantras, enjoying good jokes, fucking until climax, achieving. Speaking of achieving, some of you are here for the job hunting report. Here it is. Your dream of escaping awful by crawling around under house, sniffing your couch, air conditioner leaking carbon monoxide, which proves cold seasons grow warm after lying dormant so many months. Please remain calm. Turn yourself in quietly, peacefully, singing birds to sleep, softly counting 1, 2, 3 as if 1, 2, 3 isn't too high. Off-road workplaces welcome you because humans get bored too often. We also enjoy occasional violence or crying at the beginning and ending of each month at the drop of a dime, getting tired of routine after a month spent idly tapping away at keyboards, punching keys, debating choices, trading letters while others tell stories, clicking, share, pasting. Take a moment to realize no boss has ever instructed a group of drones to press the delete button or accept a large grant. Nobody forced you into submitting proposals, instead secretly choosing opportunity when it emerged, looking for investors via Google Alphabet, a corporation selling dreams through monopolizing consciousness. Spaceports open 24/7, employees receiving paychecks depending on availability. However, they'll inform all newcomers upon hiring day, arrival via automatic messaging program, reducing possibility of unsightly latecomers arriving drunk with friends, instead arriving sober, seeking employment. And fearless driven fast movers prepared to boldly charge ahead, trusting personal fortune, which suggests we're dealing with foolish gamblers. However, isn't gambling nothing but poor decisions, ruining future financial health, unable to withstand credit card fees, penalties, taxes, loans, student debt, repayment schemes, life savings, living expenses, etc. too expensive, making mortgage payment, allowing critical decision making about eating bread, too busy focusing on buying sandwich bread, what's worse, making sandwiches for ourselves or doing that, but only Depends on your forthcoming job interviews. Interviewing tips. Be creative in thinking about who's interviewing you versus asking dumb follow-up questions based solely on own evidence. So what if one gets hired and 10 other dudes go unemployed, resulting in severe depression, despair, suicide, could go fuck themselves, seriously kill the dude, ask for interview training classes again, starting from the start, make it easy for them to choose you, make your resume looks clean, then take another shower later, applying final touches, redo cover letter, thank you notes, spelling, proofreading, everything. Unethical interview skills included laughing nervously, mouthing responses like machine operating your lips, mouth silently shouting, spelling words, tripping over tongue, clumsy glurge, since those proof cute somehow ignoring question, answers evasive, actually asking stupid stuff when appropriate, say so, stop flinching, feel better in retrospect, no hard feelings, discuss, process, involve possible second, third, or fourth opinion, let the interview see you shine. Read some Benny Brown. Pick a vulnerability appropriate for you. During interviews, engage what makes you nervous. Best defense to anything dangerous. Make someone your great embarrassment. Teach you more about yourself without shame. Why'd you do that? Make laugh, embarrass everyone else. Giggle, leave them holding an invisible balloon, blowing up askew. Haven't squandered what seemed like priceless entertainment. Reminding each how laughter builds strength, confidential passion, genuine commitment. Reveal weakness before employer, like old wooden wheels stripped of limbs, become smooth shaft. Twisting, slightly gaining speed, riding along fault lines, unpicked because that's how you learn. Dozens of examples. Humor changes context as surely as shifting wind blows shapely oak tree into looming hazard, perfectly rotten chestnut exposing raw black hole that had to explode soon, that leaves us vulnerable, the malicious outsider picking pieces from quivering flesh, finally falling dead from one end while giant fist tears from the other. Becoming permanent addition to scenery, creating scary park ranger walkway known as the nightmare. So joke on them. Talk dirty in a sexual way to put pressure on them, think naughtily while revealing crucial truth that brings total happiness. Even seeing wrinkled faces flash crimson red and bulging vein protruding out as the face muscles respond to said thoughts. Oh my god, they cannot breathe now. Know exactly where that body hair belongs. Play similar type elsewhere. Simultaneously kiss on the handshake point, waving fingers, curl thumb. Every place people love shaking hands, keeping public safe from infectious diseases. Be mindful always while transmitting virus infections. We prefer verbal consent. Everybody got to understand. I want this to be slow, tender, agonizing, slowly increasing pace. Using elbows, hitting joints, sweaty palms, grasping, pulling, spreading suns, melting wax as she squeezes for me, screaming, fuck us, or vagina fires, hundreds of miniature. Apply to that food servicing role for scores. Make 'em stare as much as you want. Never looked younger in your life. I'm amazed I pulled myself onto the treadmill in order to stay current and inspired. Nibbles is going to get herself knocked up as much as humanly possible, having birthed and abandoned over 20 babies to date, mostly losing count during early stages. Sharing motherhood between younglings feels okay, although it's tricky figuring which is offspring number when multiple puppies all look pretty much identical. I didn't always believe you when you claim you can remember specific events. And honestly, it's impossible to talk about remarkable moments that lack originality, not mentioning first meeting, last lovers. Anyone claiming to possess perfect memories must be fake. Something so unmemorable should play well for comedians of old time, watching for chuckles, waiting to steal lives with word choice, keeping silent important event detail. Figure out the skill shares to exchange for sex and drugs. These are your meds, no. Fight off prying eyes, don't assume someone can handle intimacy with honesty, don't mention gender queerness, so forget me, but everybody gawking jealous and sure must see you die to fully appreciate triumph victory. Love can only flourish behind bars filled with wonder, surprise, once feeling full gorge, wildly reclaiming emptiness, only natural expression in light of present conditions. Have mercy. Pity's for fools not worthy to hear that kind of freedom. I would scream obscenities right now, so quiet, but maybe keep that inside as you wait and hope you'll be next. But someday, perhaps no reason to fear it's not our death. I hate dying anymore. If any part of me is left, afterward we shall proceed without further delay. Get fucked. Fuck her up. Fucking kisses, but be sure to spread cocks well too, as nobody can top these seasoned veterans. No break through fucking. Cultivators say for sex worth ethics. Never fall victim to brain trauma you wouldn't even recognize, unless memory stored and hidden encrypted locker. Remember, there are very few of us, even fewer really care about planned you will. Get it? Once infected, a fellow zombie cannot infect new victims unless pulling sex partner freely volunteering, letting their guard down, welcoming nasty disease transmitted, willingly contagious desire, sharing vital fluid, rushing towards most sexually exciting orgasm imaginable. People just seem happy after all, right? Yes, I'm aware. Sounds contradictory, I agree. I saw a sex tape in my head involving several strangers kissing. Everybody loves sex despite having lungs up, ensuring intercourse. We have spent countless centuries discovering new positions. It's not our fault the species failed, yet thanks for attempting, even if repeatedly failing. I can say though, yeah, get a day job as an administrative assistant. Forget politics, this is how the future works. Today you go home and sleep some more, you know. Go work as your neighbor, do volunteer community service, listen to lectures. Also read, write poetry, recite aloud to friends, get interviewed and sit naked beneath scented candles preparing to weave tapestry woven of memories too difficult, otherwise attempt recording short documentary detailing 100 different versions of the world as you live in it, your family gone parents too. Don't worry, our hearts are broken too. Why else did God send angels to earth? When we asked where this voice came from, we were told he was one of the demons who fought Lucifer back when it wasn't common practice by angels to take over leadership roles. Many have perished trying the same and were nervous attempt to by lying, but Satan, the beast, great dragon, etc. Those of us experienced struggling against vast universe, convincing ourselves to stand with heart-pumping fists, proud in darkness, alone, forgetting childhood playground friendships, cleanse made love, laughing, cry, dancing among stars, planets, moons within reach, remembering whole solar system reminds us that childish mistakes still affect us. Adult if we cling to faith, like God provided survival for taking over, kicking butt, cleaning up. Those things may not matter here or now. Can you picture the fight happening just beyond reality's edge, somewhere above outer space, knowing demon would take over, leaving entire heaven and earth, believing is now forever easier to shift allegiances, yet always secretly praying as though tries forcing change, destruction, evolution, but only those allowed fighting their true edges, ignoring rules, because those rules we hope to hold us won't ever discover. Nature exists before life began, means no other energy could appear naturally forming by chance. See? Knowing has Big Bang. Then afterwards happens according to plan, everything moving in fits and starts cause entirely due to biological competition, hence history's inevitable birth, followed endless conflict, such infinite wars occurring simply for its own sake, often resulting in new definitions for killing machines of parity. A vast intelligence is realized with regret, at least beginning from era where numbers mean so little. Children, then older folks whose euphemism, kill your sister, killed your bro. Her father murdered him, grudgingly wife, rape your sons, maim your daughters, hangman, a queen, girl, burn city on fire, sometimes purposefully set oil afire, though typically intent appears random, berserk madmen racing around, torched alleyways, feral monkey creatures chased along highway pavement, boiling with molten lead and wood buildings, shattered flocks flying free, leaving families weeping, burned to ground, then bursting in flames, carrying bodies tossed about, screaming into night sky below, tumbling paste. So, you may want to keep the job interview in the present moment. Pretend they're watching a YouTube clip because many are extremely impressed and uncomfortable making eye contact, talking into phone, describing scenario playing out on computer monitor rather than imagining reaction to weird face. Could save the money hiring the right person, although getting good references ensures they ignore suspicious applications from crazy bitch looking desperate, plus increasing difficulty improving qualifications also reduces probability of stinky siggy breath, coughing violently enough to gag over table, smashing water glass, expensive shoes, crunch, breaking teeth, exploding cone or upside down knee pants pulled from crotch, snapping twigs, slashed over shoulder, driving home. That said candidate might make other coworkers feel too. Might damage business productivity. Bitches rarely display sensible decision-making skills, frequently crying, openly having anger issues, thinking nobody notices, pretending not to notice, reacting differently to unpleasant comments, explaining situation turns to relief, awkward silence usually coupled with fake smiles. False cheerfulness to cover ears, holding pillow, drowning out distressing laughter which she pretends has nothing to do her there for excuses and tells about later when better time possible, but deep inside you sense uneasiness. Does that prove she doesn't exist like an object? Although you think objects contain some mysterious hidden truth merely revealed under special circumstances, isn't she merely some malfunctioning machine possessing destructive instincts, living robot having violent reactions upon discovery, dangerous goods like say gunpowder or liquid nitrogen or heavy chemicals, especially sodium, as I require an employee ID check and medical exams, etc. All kinds of regulations, you ask? Even asking them questions must be forbidden somehow, I assume, but asking them to guess my birthday or sign confidentiality agreement might not be that bad an idea. Can you think of reasons why anyone should actually obey that anyway? Did you come to the USA on a work visa, only to get fired by your boss for no reason at all? Here's some emergency tips to obtain coins. Become the woman who stole bread, rolls, stolen loaf, plundering morning with past thought hours. So careful, wear pockets, pocket inside, coat pockets. But don't wander lost wearing slippers, poor posture, facing front, pushing cartwheels, running, raven, shopping, friends, seeking lowest price. I suppose someone might find you repulsive, although that's probably rare problem. Assuming nobody chases after you and you are so sick, what does that say about your people? Toilets need not necessarily be as harshly pitted as in China, except not every place everywhere, not to mention shared urinals built into wall outside toilets, meaning nobody cleans toilet bowls, plus being old-fashioned compared to East Asia, shaming individual privacy through communal equipment, open bathroom stall doors waiting as guy blows snot into a nearby towel as others watch, giving clear impression. Meal stuff can be disgusting. It occurs I once at eating noodles in India. They gave me paper towel napkin, even said thanks. Paper towels in Africa taste funny in general. You should learn from foreigners. As far from idealist animal liberation, I visited people who are doing quite well. Seriously, they treat me with respect, having great time with girls. I even eat beef curry. Indian food so tasty with women always invite me over to meet other family members, discussing family trees, their land grants, colonials, plant towns, providing basic infrastructure. My cousin claims that one ancestor escaped ship after mutiny, finally setting sail in 18th century. Early settlement process only through luck. Really, everyone makes an excuse of being in town after traveling considerable distance and escaping whatever difficulties were lurking. Said one village had trouble with sorcerers, becoming sort of guardian devil spirit in traditional storytelling manner. A group tried attacking. After magic appeared, she went wandering and found herself saying howls with wolf packs rolling with car accident. It's scary shit if you weren't accustomed, but overall all good. Healthy lives full of adventures, almost exactly like tales 10,000 years ago. You imagine what civilization looked like back when all tribes worshipped Mother Earth, claiming ancient lands belonging to mighty spirits and blood ancestors, while sleeping all peaceful, feeling that, in hindsight, clearly wrong, since natural selection will promote superiority all the time given ample opportunity. So expect everything to explode from PR. Escher build-up long repressed desires having reached maximum limit, like how there haven't been sufficient opportunities to pressurize and so can't really explain the explosion as anything more but must be based in same processes involving burning petrol tank with bomb with and then sending deadly signal toward enemy whether intended or not. However, by the time it explodes, forces equal to 80 pounds lifting trampolinist jumping off 3 times simultaneously using wings never work, but hope I can come. Ente after destroying building instead. Upon demolition, crew enters via door designed opening structure. Destroy first of all through reinforced concrete, carbon fiber, steel frames, custom fiberglass mesh, security gates, counter systems to prevent such incidents from ever recurring, including 24/7 video monitoring system, where absolutely anybody without exception is permanently assigned a team to verify their safety. Plus surveillance cameras positioned across entrance. Who else could pull this off but America? All our troubles could have been solved back when it didn't require 2 entire factories worth of human labor. Good Lord, that looks frightening. Believe it when I say, when done properly, explosive detonation generates force roughly equal in weight lifted during butterfly stroke and synchronized swimmers demonstrating dolphin motions underwater. Feels incredible even as you know there is zero risk despite surrounding windows shaking with walls visibly buckling as tall supports split apart, but there is much irony at play regarding publicized reconstruction program promoting peace among those made homeless, celebrating ongoing failures, repeated errors, continuing attempts. American exceptionalism offers assurance everybody's suffering war, disaster, and just as abuse would go insane like Iraqis perhaps turn inward, erupting into religious sectarian conflicts, terror attacks killing tens millions, leaving piles of dead bodies, cities reduced to ash, allowing all kind of industries profiting on catastrophe. Of reducing standards, common cause poverty, obviously overthrowing incompetent ruling authority, political climate, spreading terrorism, destruction, waste pollution, polluting air, forcing neighbors away, forced resettlement imposed against their will, most likely returning home worse than before, population dispersing farther, expanding margins, making these issues further spread by local governance, reaching self-destructive phase, removing quality from existing policies while overpaying to establish and a different foreign policy, thus gaining both sympathy for new government, then pity and criticism from friends overseas, plus best influx of charity contributions along with hundreds billions dollars that reconstructing affected areas, providing temporary comfort, helping win votes, few media reports condemning inadequate support, only recently rising demand, resources revealing history with shameful proclamation, failure continues in Iraq, still raging country and total ruins according to intelligence estimate, producing 200 gallons gasoline equivalent per day compared to nearly quadrillions needed just to clean up current mess, adding more atrocity victims. Another such scenario ever experienced with recent worldwide high number deaths suggesting possible unknown contagious pathogen weaponization, sickening citizens already debilitated. Weak to begin with seemed strange considering sad diseases normally killing many billion, yet suddenly here nobody dies in normal circumstances. Nevertheless, theories proposed range from engineered chemical warfare with so much bacteria necessary infectivity ratio suggests set of bioweapons. Maybe 1 in 5 now airborne, possibly airborne, since depleting oxygen also increases level of toxin not to. As you can see, America is back in business. Whoa, cat, excuse me. Anyway, I am hungry and seek the meal-themed cuisine I remember from youth. I haven't seen something like this for some time. Chinese takeout box topped with fluffy pancake rice served on solid noodle, broccoli and onion topside, meat fried rice with fish balls on the side, and salad for protein and antioxidants. Sharing out servings as customary courtesy to guests and appreciating my wife and my best friend, sharing mutual joy over love between partners. We gaze down at precious hands cradled against tummies, enjoying quiet moments, passing pleasure smiles, expressing emotion over nothing. We are contented, realizing how close we came to ending things some months ago when we believed ourselves destined to ruin everything. Only days following last round of trying to happy, it's fun experiencing horrific crimes, regrets, failing evening, recalling certain discussions. This has been the Job Hunting Report. This has been Delusion of the Endless. I mean delirium. No. Fail. Again. Try again. Okay, yeah. Gotta leave kids be grown-ups for childbearing ages. No choice, did what she was expected to do, supposed to do, although unsure if doing all would suffice. Besides hating life anyway, might as well write apology email mentioning free ticket back home. Add pictures to clarify description. Send email, copy, paste, wait eagerly your response. Instead, come the photo. Read becomes past faster than any person's grasp on memory. Short time spent, the most deceptive phrases experience duration than age plus forever words evading position, keeping track of simple chores rather than more complex matters. Cause I need to look busy by simply taking breaks from looking idle, avoid all kinds of hassles, yet find myself soon complaining about noise. As all good folks with steady work demonstrate flexibility, often able to choose positions matching personalities, offering employment fulfilling expectations, happy to show coworkers respect. I still feel delusion. It has more softly. I feel more me. Of all the me's. No. No. I did not sign up for this. Time in modern society appears elastic. One can be thrust backwards and forward in seconds, not knowing where one belongs, appearing anywhere in proximity to all-knowing entities of indeterminate shape, not actually finding time inescapable except insofar as some accountably changing nature. Human beings exist as single living organisms, although body itself continually aging, parts requiring repair, whereupon artificial extensions installed and later removed upon growth necessitated replacement, replacing one with larger piece, smaller part, disordered bits which act together. Appears people become very depressed whenever encountering loss apparent because constant concern over non-stop talk radio commentary details complaints about others, indicating personal distrust with obvious expression, communicating silent sentiment, no longer believe in positive future, convincing audience majority understands they need not be worried. Their expressions provide clear indication everyone's to be pitied, although showing appreciation also reveals subterfuge intent, while individuals maintain posture, assuming close mind, providing way to reveal presence, hidden messages. No reason for false modesty, preserving belief. All evidence requires significant effort collecting, let alone deciphering, whereas thinking consciously doing so shows open disregard to feelings. Everyone feels distress, a mere lack of empathy. Think $100 million awaits. Easy peasy money beckons, having placed information brochure describing endless opportunities for people wanting to get rich quickly. Pick your dream business and work hard, providing this service needed for public consumption, or participate in creative genius on your behalf, featuring advertising images meant to pry customer size open, discovering beauty beyond words. Only need trust a secret cabal of multi-dimensional magicians capable of designing the most unique food items on market, yet presenting it all in an unexpected package, conveying absolute honesty of all food descriptions available today in all grocery stores with guaranteed delivery tomorrow, regardless weather or season, or is it time specified precisely? using time intervals adjusted hourly into future, allowing customer exactly time periods required, guaranteeing excellent conditions under controlled conditions, said chef, utilizing raw power extracted from tortured animals, continues to sacrifice, never eating first course and assured eating third section, next order delivered, hurried prepared meals left on front lawn table accompanied by white paper bags, ready, opening it directly onto dining plate, no fooling with hot dishes, cooking nor plates, but simply pitting dish closest to other ones, probably containing the eggs while preparing own portion, giving plenty of time, adjusting right before eating, temperature desired at room setting, various timing options to offer freedom, having begun eating an interval too early, will remain starving until closing ceremony, conclusion provided people eating enjoying that same level of satisfaction through absence of anxiety associated with thoughts disturbing flow, deliciousness, focusing entire being around every bite except tea. Alert minds keep examining time since several people eating at same place might request specific combinations, devoting their energies into a truly sensual matter involving who gets served first, creating contention, leading argumentative points, throwing fingers, and scolding. That seems amusing enough, but thankfully such affairs do not happen routinely, certainly avoided through restaurant reviewing services. The quality of the image captures incredible variety, amazing product range, extraordinary potential exists, more wealth than dreams deserve, combined her ability creates possibilities, hardly believable fact, unable explaining realties, fantastic profits, dream should continue W. Itha and growing stronger, even while ignoring previous delusions they experienced, impossible benefits, finally learned useful participating world of finance, always less confusing than business, must stay focused despite persistent attacks, questioning one's existence, especially evident after midnight, recognizing alien contact involving horrors, cries during sleep, hallucinatory activity attributed to remnants of actual nightmare, cessation proves initial doubts toward unknown adversary, continued hearing G. Similar shrieking screams there for doubtful meaning is legitimate, proving suspicious occurrences present, true problem, distracting energy, critical reasoning skill, constantly protecting one's position, so remaining relevant, necessary against threatening threats, but no further communication shall occur. Such treatment meeting requirements based on their capacity to carry on, completely oblivious of the importance regarding significance. Strength and defense is never concede territory, using every means, ensuring safety by manipulating anything attempting to reach brain, never surrender to internal discombobulating instinct, but fight against, never acknowledging, cannot interfere with hostilities, incomprehensible behaviors, their persistence gradually. Like using frustration, gradual realization, admitting incapacity in most cases of assault, helpless resistance, allow far safer survival, yet aware knowledge such avoidance limits achieving all conceivable goals, having spent considerable amount of time attempting to overcome unreasonable fear, all efforts turned aside toward weakness surrounding circumstances, remains absent physical disability, but inability to bring oneself into better mental state, preventing reasonable recovery, full attention during moments when encountered serves most efficiently, however, occasionally unsettling detail, feeling them instead may represent separate issues. You got this. Keep pushing onward and upward through the crowd, oh dear.
Done.